We all have our bad days.
What was that little stunt you pulled before the game?
You mean what I did on social?
What do you think?
I don't get it. What's the problem?
I know you picked an individual goal, MP, but this is still a team game. The focus here is wins, not boosting your followers.
Coach, it ain't even like that. I use it as motivation.
Yeah, so do our opponents. And this is the kind of attention we don't need.
And it's not even that big of a deal. People talk like this in the league all the time.
It puts a target on our back and it riles up opposing fans. Nothing good can come of this.
I'm not sure that I agree with that.
Well, maybe you will when you grow up and realize the team is more important than your ego.
Anything else?
I'm done here. You can go.
It ain't always going to be that easy, MP.
Look out
Second
there.
shifts is always harder than the first.
Play.
Your shooting guard, 6'7", number 8, Anthony.
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good, young, we all grow old. In a world where you never defeat you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say. Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with? So they say, so they say. You gotta crawl before you fucking walk before you. So they say.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, and we're ready to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And a look at the injury situation. A lot of bodies absent for this team tonight, including a big name.
They've got a few injuries on their bench and also down a starter. A few less options, but hopefully not too big of an impact for the team.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Gary Trent is out there with Garland. And it's Hunter in at the 3. And for the Warriors, we've got Trace Jackson-Davis. Connect out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Beverly in at shooting guard. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Mobley outside. Trent kicks to Hunter. Pass to Mobley. Garland left side. Clock at 6. Back to Mobley. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
And Mobley is a work in progress from there. Draining the triple should certainly help his confidence.
Curry passes to Beverly. Curry looking it over. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that 3. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. Hey, what do you have to say?
Now, he feels like Darius Garland is the key to that offense.
Coach said not many people can stay in front of Garland one-on-one. He's so shifty. So the rotations defensively have to be decisive and quick. And at the other end, we want to force him to work defensively. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Hunter. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Mobley kicks to Trent. Hunter sets a screen for Trent. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now Hunter to the inside. Here's Mobley. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Just a bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Butler dishes to Beverly. Jackson Davis with it. Mobley's there. And Connect gets it to go.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Garland finds Trent. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, here's Hunter. 8 points his last outing. Sinks the triple.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And the Warriors making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. In third, the Cavaliers.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Now, here's Beverly. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Butler from outside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And look out when Jimmy Butler feels confident and comfortable from deep.
Beverly against Trent. There's Garland. Drives to the hoop. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
It's Beverly on the wing. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
So much attention on Steph that really opens up the floor.
Garland looking it over. All alone. And again, it's Cleveland.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Beverly. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Some changes for Golden State. Connect comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Stephen Curry. So he gets them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 7. And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Beverly. Banked in off the glass. Beverly's got 7 points in the game. And safe to say, MP wasted no time establishing himself as a player to watch in his career. You know, Greg, his name can already be thrown around as one of the greatest to ever play.
And it's strange to see that happen so fast for a player like MP. The accomplishments and accolades he's achieved, MP is on a clear path towards greatness.
Garland does a good job there getting the shot up into the air while he's being fouled.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And take a look back.
With some changes, Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Connect. Big Dog comes in for Brandon Pajemski. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Carter. And it's the Warriors with the ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
So on the floor for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Darius Garland is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Hunter in at the small forward position.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
There's 1:59 left in the second quarter. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, three-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Big Dog in the last matchup against the Thunder was phenomenal. He finished with 19 points and wore the defense down with his three-point shooting. A strong statement game for him to open up the season. We'll see how he follows it up tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It looked like Greg, he could do anything he wanted to out there, playing with no fear.
Right. Terrific momentum coming into this game. We'll see if he can continue.
No reason to settle. Just keep getting to his money spots.
Well, last season, what a start to MP's career. Coming out on top of his rookie class.
And the adjustment to the NBA game seemed minor for MP. The speed is very different than the college game, but he put in the work and understood his assignment coming in. Very impressive.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
To the paint. Jackson Davis finds Beverly, and the officials call him for a 3-second violation. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Here's Garland. 8 points for him. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Beverly, the pass to Butler. Back to Beverly. It's hauled in by Trent.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Hunter for three. He can't get that one. Here's Beverly. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Dalton Knecht.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Knecht out there with Butler. Then there's Big Dog. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Curry in at the point guard. That's the Warriors' 5. Just 5 on the clock. Butler passes to Curry. Shoots over Garland. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Butler. Curry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors. And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. The 3 from Garland drains the three-pointer. Garland's got 11.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Number 1, Evan Mobley.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Both free throws good from Beverly. And recently, MP making a tough business decision, signing on with the new company for his shoe deal.
And MP said the chance to get on board with Jordan, just too great an opportunity to pass up. He wanted to join maybe the most iconic brand in sneaker history.
Hunter, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Outside Garland. Allen kicks to Hunter. Fires from 18, and it goes down 2 points.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and we're seeing a larger influx of talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, D.A. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
Butler can't get into the paint. He's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Mobley against Butler. Mobley sets the pick for Garland. And it's off from three-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
2 minutes remaining.
There's a screen. Butler dishes to Beverly. The 3 gets the three-pointer to fall. Beverly's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wade passes to Mobley. Here's Tyson. Bird a screen on Kuminga. Here's Tyson. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 12, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, Bird is out there with Max Strus. Then there's Mobley. Then there's Wade. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. Hey, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Nothing free about free throws. You earn your way to the line, and give credit to these guys for being aggressive offensively.
And there's another thing going on right now for them that has to get their confidence up, and that's the 3-ball. I mean, it's been falling for them, and they're locked in, and with that outside shot going, that's a big difference maker.
The shot no good. Tyson.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mobley, a screen on Kuminga. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. Rui Hachimura picks one up. Trent's checked in for Bird.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And Beverly kicks to Kuminga. Beverly dishes to Kuminga. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Down low. And it's Wade with the jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Beverly the pass to Hachimura. And Kuminga throws it down.
Ooh, that's impressive. Kuminga with the catch and the flush.
For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Tyson, defended by Kuminga. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Lopez. Jimmy Butler comes in for Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for Kuminga. And Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Garland the pass to Trent. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Beverly finds Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
That's a good effort from Curry, just jumping right into the key, not minding who's around, and getting the call.
First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Warriors. Butler kicks to Beverly. Launches it. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Curry against Garland. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Murray finds Beverly. Pass to Jackson Davis. Clock is at 3. Puts up a deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Here's Curry. Back to Beverly. Puts up a 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Yep, it counts. See the Warriors taking the game here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA. Presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.